Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of December 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 2013. I am astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, this is the last weekend of my holiday gift sale, and I am launching a new website, spiritualhousemusic.com, on Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific. I am doing a grand opening, live chat room, video, me DJing, and to send everybody this new message that I'm going to be doing. It is a message of adding spirit to music and a new way for me to do horoscopes, because on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific, I'm starting a new show, Spiritual House Sessions, which is a radio show and a live show that spreads the horoscope in a musical way. This is a whole new way for me to get my message out there, and I'd love for you to join me at my grand opening, 2 p.m. Pacific, today actually, Friday, if you're watching this for the weekend. Now, this is a powerful weekend. We have made it 1 year from December 21st, 2012. We are shifting seasons. We are moving from the Sun in Sagittarius into Capricorn, and we have Venus going retrograde. You want to talk about a huge powwow? Wow. A powwow of planets? Wow. A huge party to me. I think there's a celebration with the moon in Leo. And it's interesting to see that the moon was in Leo as it slipped from Cancer into Leo as the sun came into Sagittarius. So we're leaving Sag with the same energy. We're coming in with the bang and we're leaving with the bang. And this is the optimism of the road in your life, the journey. It's so important to have your optimism in the right place. I'm going to say that this weekend because we are shifting into Capricorn, and the only way to make it to the top of the mountain is your belief structure. You're not going to make it to the top of the Himalayas if you don't believe you're going to make it. You're not going to make it there. There's only 5% of the people who usually even make it up to the top of the mountain. And they always say that the 5% of the people who made it up were the people who believe the most. And it's your belief that's going to get you to the top of your mountain now. And Friday is really the last day of us having to look at our big emotions here and making sure that we're fired up in what we love and we're fired up for the journey of our lives. And it's a destiny to reach. It is our accomplishments. So Friday, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion. That's actually why I'm launching my new website on Friday. And I've done the astrology for it, and it's wonderful. It's a great day. But this weekend, we shift gears. The sun moves into Capricorn, and this moves all this positive fire, mutable sign into cardinal earth. This is about new beginnings, the beginnings and the work that needs to take place to reach goals. And how funny? That's why Christmas always kind of shifts gears. We're all Christmassy, and then it's like that week of Christmas, it kind of is Christmassy, but the energy kind of shifts. It's a little bit more serious. People are taking it more serious. People are looking at their bank accounts. You know, that Capricorn energy moves in, right? And now we are at this point of planning for the new year, planning for what we're wanting to accomplish. And how interesting, the moon's in Leo this weekend as we shift gears here, and the moon's also in Leo while Venus goes retrograde. And as we're opening our heart and we're opening our perceptions and we're opening up now to this plan and this knowing of what we want to accomplish, we now have a Venus retrograde looking at our value systems, looking at our relationships, making sure that we are really in the right partnerships, ones that are going to reach us to the right accomplishments, making sure we're valuing the right things. You know, in order to manifest, you have to value yourself, you have to value people, you have to value projects, you have to value certain aspects. And this is looking to make sure that you're valuing the right things to make it to the top of your goals. You're not going to make it there if you have the wrong relationships. I hate to say it. If you have the wrong lover, you have the wrong best friend, you have the wrong, coworker. I mean, you have the wrong business partner. And maybe, let's say, good example, and I've had it recently in my life, it's like you're friends with people and then, your values change. It's like, I'm doing spirituality now. I'm about God and about this. And then it's like, this person's doing drugs or this person's doing this. It's like, how is this all going to work out? It's not going to work out anymore. There is a shift happening. And this shift is really going to get down to the nitty gritty here. It is 40 days and 40 nights that is going to happen here. 40 days and 40 nights to review these relationships. 40 days and 40 nights to review everything that's happening in your value systems. And it's important because things change here. Venus retrogrades are one of my favorite transits as an astrologer. They're the transits that bring really weird energy, karma, destiny. It was like I met you at the train and you became my wife, or, I met you, at the theme park and I haven't seen you for 30 years and you just showed up at the same theme park and we met in the same spot. I mean, weird events like that are what happen here in the next 40 days. And this weekend is the entering of this womb, it's the entering of this karmic womb. This is going to be a new year here in 2014 dealing with karma of, are you going to reach your goals, or are you going to reach your accomplishments, or is it going to feel like work? Is it going to feel like restriction? Is it going to feel like you're not getting it? It's going to be one or the other. This is a very powerful year for getting your goals together, for taking life seriously. 2014 is a serious year. And I think it's important for you to find a way to, even though the holidays bring out our la-la-las and our happiness, we're going to have to make sure we're making the right plans in our life. This is a big cardinal cross that's forming. This is a big one. This is not a typical one. This is a really radical one. And it's beginning this weekend as well, as there's tension. And it's tension to move forward into the identity that we want by being a diplomat, not letting our anger take control, and dealing and navigating through relationships in new ways. This has a lot to do with relationships. Mars in Libra is going to be here for 8 months. Venus retrograding in Capricorn. This is just, you want to talk about the switching up of people's lives? Welcome to the new show. And this weekend, the moon does come into Virgo as we come into Sunday, and it grounds everything out. And I think after this fire that burns over the weekend and this new understanding and the change in this energy, we really start to look at every little thing now. We really start to pay attention to everything in our life, and it helps us build in our plans. And I think that we need to find this weekend a fire and a grounding that all meets together in one. We need to look at this weekend as an optimism that meets seriousness all in one. We need to make sure that we are looking at our higher picture and that we are not fooling ourselves by not looking big enough. That's right, that you're not fooling yourself by not looking big enough. Fooling yourself would be looking too small. Fooling yourself would not being positive enough. Fooling yourself would only be thinking you can do this when you can really do it all. And so it's about doing it right. It's about actually doing it with a purpose. And it's about looking at everybody in your life and seeing if that purpose is being fulfilled or not. And Capricorn is a difficult sign because emotion is cut off or restricted. And so when it comes to your life now, are you able to disconnect your emotions from situations that aren't good enough for you? Are you able to disconnect your emotions from things that you value that you know are not good enough for you anymore? I ask you if you're ready to step into this biblical, karmic 40 days and 40 nights where that is going to be under the radar. So this is going to be one weekend to remember, one to get fired up for, and one to get ready for a really big holiday. I hope you guys have a really nice holiday. I will be around for the horoscopes for this next week. But I will be taking a couple weeks off here when it comes to work and readings and stuff. Thank you everybody who got readings from me this year. I will do a final, end year horoscope where I'm going to talk about this year and about you guys and everything. But I want to just say it one more time. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. It's been a wonderful year, and I can't be here without you guys. It is you guys that make me do this every day. It is you guys that make my life so amazing. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you see what I'm trying to say, that living in our truth is not easy. Going for our biggest accomplishments is not easy. That's work. But there's a payoff at the end of it. And you will see this payoff over the years and decades to come. And it's the work that you do now. It's the seriousness you take in this now that will aim that direction and leave you on a goal that never feels like it ends. Because when goals end and when they become accomplished, the hardest thing is setting new ones. And sometimes when we reach high enough, we can set a bar so high that we reach the ultimate goal, and it's something that finally satisfies so much that you don't even feel like you might need to accomplish something else after it. Thank you guys so much for everything. I hope that you join me this weekend, Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific at spiritualhousemusic.com. I'd love to see you guys there. Thank you for all of your support, and I will see you for your Monday forecast.